Okay, here we are, chapter 9.4, line graphs. And we're going to use some actual data to make a line graph, and you kind of see how that works. A line graph is a graph that uses line segments to show how it changes. So we're going to just graph points like we've been doing. Your book talks about recording temperatures, and we can do that pretty easily. We could check the temperature. We could go online and check the temperature in your town for yesterday, and I'm just going to give you some temperatures. It's kind of spring, so at let's talk about 11 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock in the morning, the temperature could have been 65. And if it's a nice sunny day, by noon it could be up to 71. And by 1 o'clock, the temperature could be 78. And by 2 o'clock, temperature could be 82. And then by 3 o'clock, the temperature could be 90. And then by 4 o'clock, the temperature could be 92. Okay, so this is a nice sunny day, and what we have to do is we have to figure out how to put these points on a line graph, and these are just like the ordered pairs, the points that you've already kind of worked on. This is your origin, and it starts at 0, 0. But sometimes when our first point is at 71 degrees, we have to put our temperature. We're going to always do that in the y-axis. You kind of have to think about this, but we always, whatever we're counting, whatever it is that we're checking the number of, we put on the vertical. And so this is our temperature on the vertical axis, and this is going to be in Fahrenheit, degrees Fahrenheit. And then a horizontal axis, we usually keep track of what is happening more regularly. In this case, it happens to be hours or time. Okay, and so their hours happen every hour. They don't change. It's not like it takes longer for 1 hour than another. And so we kind of put those right along here. And we can start with our hours wherever we want. We can start at 12 and then go to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And that's all the farther we went. So that's all the farther we need to. Now this 12 o'clock is PM. And then 1 o'clock is PM and so on. So we have kind of our post-meridian that's going here. And our vertical axis, they have this really neat little thing with line graphs, and they put this little jagged edge. And you could pretend, and this is what we do with these, we say, well, we really want to start at like 70. And we just have to assume that everything below here is squished in. It's all 70 points, all 70 degrees from 0 on up, and it's squished into this first one, because we don't really need to look at it. We're just going from 70 to 92. Alright, so, and I kind of have to see, do I need to count by 5, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95? Maybe I could count by 2s, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't get up to, so I kind of have to count by 5s. 80, 90, yeah. So we're just going to have to live with that. Sometimes you can find something better. 85, 90, 95. Okay. So, and then a little bit of estimation has to happen, because it says 71 degrees, and we have 70 here, and we have 75. And we're starting at 12 o'clock. So we can come right up here, and we can kind of put this 12 o'clock and then up to 71. So it's just going to be a little point that's just above the 70 line, well below the 75 line. At 1 o'clock it was 78, and this is up here. And then at 2 o'clock it was 82. This is maybe about right there. At 3 o'clock it was 90, which jumps all the way up to here. And then at 4 o'clock it was 92, which is right about there. And then we use a straight line, a straight edge to connect the dots. And what we're supposed to notice is there's things we can learn about how the temperature changed over time. This particular day, it obviously keeps going up between 1 and 4. We can see that it's going up. It's not going down at all. And we can see that wherever it's going up the steepest is where it's changed the most as we travel through time. See, we're traveling through time in this direction, and our temperature is going up in this direction. And the more it goes up per hour, the more the temperature changes. And you can see this. You could have a whole 24-hour day, and you could see the temperature go up and then back down and then starting to go back up again. And it's important that you use a graph, that you use a vertical coordinate that has the thing that you're measuring, the thing that's changing, and then the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis, is the one that keeps track of things that are happening on a regular basis, like every year or every month or every hour or however it is you're measuring. And then you have a set of data that you collect, and then you change that into this line graph. And that's what the whole lesson is about. They want you to be able to convert a set of data into a line graph. And the cool thing is that they give you the data, they give you the line, or they give you a graph, and you can put it together using a ruler and a pencil, or even colored pencils if you want to. And that's really all there is to it. Should be fun. It's a nice short lesson.